Alright, welcome back everyone, Zaf here. We have some new information on Gunhee that is actually very important, but we have to ask ourselves one question that I keep seeing over and over again, whether or not we should summon for Gunhee, should we summon for Mirai, or should we wait or skip? The answer to all those questions is, nobody actually knows. The issue with that question is that nobody actually knows before testing whether or not these hunters will be good, and also, we don't know what future content has in store for us, but technically we do have an idea, which I will cover in just a second here. But the most important thing I want to mention is, if you are to skip a hunter, let's say you skip Yuso-Hyun, because right now she doesn't necessarily have a leading role in any content. If you were to skip them, you would have to wait 3 weeks until after the banner ends for them to come back into the game on the custom draw, which is an issue, because even if they're on your custom draw, you have to remember, not only do you need to win the 50-50 to get them, you also have to beat the other SSRs on the rate-up list to actually pull that hunter. So if you don't pull for Yuso-Hyun now, getting her in the future will be very difficult, including hunters like Go or Mirai. So it is a very tough question to answer, but let's go over some information about Go and also Hansame, seeing what they're gonna be like. But really, really quick, congrats to yes, Ice Cream So Good for getting the first comment on our last video. Here is your shout out and enjoy your very exclusive Discord role. So first off, I want to start off props to Arm Genesis for this information. They said, since the test build, Baran and his cronies are weak to light and strong to dark, they may not change it at all, and it will be released as is. Obviously, the only thing they might adjust is their stats, but we do also have a new Light Elemental SSR DPS weapon coming by September, which is honestly needed because Huntsman is pretty... Actually, yeah, they said right here, the Huntsman is an ass weapon, which is true. Huntsman kind of sucks. The auto attacks are pretty decent, but the actual skill is kind of bad. And also very interesting here, we have some original Soul Leveling Arise art. This is not from the manhwa. Baran looking absolutely devious here. I love to see it. I love that Soul Leveling Arise is putting their resources to good use, bringing out original art, original content, basically expanding on the manhwa and the anime. Fantastic, I love to see it. So obviously we can expect a lot of good things with the Baran update, but also courtesy of Alpha Leaker, we have some information on Old Man Go. First of all, we can see the light bulb here, and for Hansame, we can see a leaf or a wind type icon right here. That obviously means that Go will be a light elemental hunter, which is something we do need. I know we have Yunho. He is a breaker, but his damage isn't good. He doesn't necessarily provide us with any buffs we need. I know he has a defense reduction, but not too useful. But based on these gifts, we can see Old Man Go without any context. He's obviously going to be able to take damage. He's going to have a fighter capability, potentially breaking targets. Also, he's going to be focusing on maybe one punch. That could be his ultimate. Very, very interesting. And also, yeah, one more punch here. So he's going to be a close range fighter, providing break, providing support, I'm assuming, tanking damage, etc. And just based on the manhwa, obviously he's an old man. I think he was, what, like 72 when Gates came out. So during the anime manhwa, he's 80 years old, basically very, very old. He does also have telekinesis abilities, but I don't know if that's going to be highlighted here, maybe in a future version. Could you imagine if we got Prime Go? Obviously, he didn't have those powers in its prime, but imagine if he was in it. Oh my goodness, he'd be absolutely cranked. But anyways, we can expect them to break, we can expect them to be a tank, and also potentially have a nuke ability of sorts. Scaling off defense is what I assume. Finally, maybe we're gonna get a defense unit. I have so many defense artifacts I can finally put a use to. Drives me crazy getting those useless stats, but anyways, I digress. Clearly a lot to look forward to with Go. I wonder if his telekinesis is going to come into his kit, or if they're just going to save it for later like I mentioned earlier. I'm assuming maybe this time around they'll focus on his fighter capabilities, we'll have to see. And then the same thing for Hansame. They're going to be a healer, plant-based, long range potentially. Obviously sorcerer of sorts. If we look at the comments, we can probably see that, yeah. Healer, plant-based, long-range magic, interesting. I like that they use Broly. Could you imagine if she transforms into a buff version of herself? But yeah, lots to look forward to. I wonder now, because we're getting 2 Wind Hunters, technically back-to-back, we have Mirai, and we also have Hansame. Are they going to bring us new wind content? We do need a wind weapon. I know we have Westwind, we have the Demon King's Longsword, but we do need probably something else. The Longsword isn't the best weapon. Obviously, Westwind is broken, but such an annoying weapon to use. I hate relying on crits. Such a pain. Drives me crazy. We have a weapon like Westwind, but anyways, we do need some wind content, clearly. And it's very likely that we're getting some light content coming, so Cha will be useful. Min will obviously stay useful, Min being one of the best supports we have, clearly. And then Go will obviously have some use of Baran, so I can't wait to see what that's going to be like. Obviously, the devs have a lot of content in store for us. Could you imagine how hard Baran's going to be? I think they leaked the power requirements, and it was in the millions. It was like 1 million or something crazy like that. Listen, we're only at 600k power, so that means we need at least, well, like 750, 800k power to be in the white. I have no idea how the devs expect us to do that, but they are increasing the level cap, so that'll obviously help us a little bit, but how much that does help us? That's the main question. Hopefully we get some new power bonuses because we really need that, because right now, it is not looking good for Baran. There's no way we're going to beat him anytime soon, unless you're a Super Giga Whale Chad, which a lot of us aren't. So, do stay tuned for that. Obviously, with Go coming out, Mirai coming out, and Sammy coming out, we're going to do testing. We're going to see which points are going to be the best for them in terms of advancements, should you summon for them, etc. Because you do not, absolutely you do not, want to waste any of your rate-up tickets. These are hard to get. Clearly, I've ran out, though that's because of my luck. Netmarble, what's with my luck in this game? So bad. My draw history has been awful, but recently it has kind of turned up for the worst. That's 150-50 win. And actually, let me see, was that a win? Let me just double check here. Yeah, that was a win. I think I got 3 back-to-back wins. No, we got Shadow Safe. So, Netmarble, please fix my rates. I think my rates are absolutely broken right now. And not the good kind of broken. The kind where I get tons of junk artifacts. It's been a pain, folks. Let me know. Has your luck been good in this game? I can tell you right now, mine has not. Both in terms of getting good legendary artifacts from normal Vulcan, and also in general getting good substats. It has not been a very good time. But yeah, do drop a like, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment what you think about all these new hunters coming out. We have a lot of new content in the next few days, so do stay tuned. This was Zaf signing out.